Like, there's really no point. If you only ordering 100 hoodies, then they're not gonna really care about you. Bro, they will treat you like a king, bro. They will give you free stuff out of the blue. Like, it's just so many things that they'll give you because, nigga, they need you. Like, make sure we looking good. By the way, gotta show y'all the fit. This is the in-house fit. I almost fell. In-house fit. Y'all see the fit? Cooler sweats. Got no socks on though, cause I'm in the crib. But yeah, cooler fit. Yo, this fit ass. See, I gotta wear enter and start all the time in the videos. And you see the beanies that we got? Hold on, let me show y'all. We got the blue one, the pink one, and the gray one, and the brown one. Got the yellow, and then it's like red and black. But yeah, y'all get they just. I'm back. Okay, we back. I'm back. We back. And I got a nice little swell video for y'all. But yeah, you clicked on this video to know which one is better for manufacturers and manufacturing in general. The China manufacturer or the Pakistan manufacturer, if you get what I'm saying. Like, come on, because everybody be talking about Pakistan this and China that. And nobody know which one is better. So this is just off of my experience alone because I work with both. I work with both China and Pakistan. So I'm going to explain to y'all my experiences with both. And I'm going to tell y'all which one is better in my opinion and what I went through. And what I experienced. But yeah, I got y'all. I'm gonna set y'all up, and it's kind of even. Basically, it's really just preference at the end of the day. So don't really take to what I got to in consideration because my experiences might not be just like what you might go through. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But before we get into this video, this is what I need you to do, my friend. I need you to subscribe, gang. Like, subscribe. Why you not subscribe? Like, buddy, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, if you're not subscribed already, you might as well subscribe now. Like, come on, what are you doing? Make sure you like, comment, do all that good stuff for me. Do all that good stuff. That's what I need you to do. But yeah, we get straight into the video. I wrote it all down, all the things, and I'm just ranting about everything. I'm getting a little parched. Which one should we start off with? I'm gonna just explain to y'all, like, when I first did my first job, I worked with China, and then when I did my second job, I worked with Pakistan. So first thing first, we're gonna go with the China manufacturer. That's what we're gonna talk about. The number one thing is if you're going on Alibaba to find China manufacturers, bro, they don't really care about you. I'm not gonna lie. You gotta really find a thorough China manufacturer. Like, you really gotta dig deep, but they really don't care about you. I promise you, because look, you're replaceable. Because Alibaba is they have so many people contacted them that you could easily get replaced, bro. Especially if you're starting out as a clothing brand. You might not have so much inventory, so it really doesn't matter. Like, if you're not placing a big bulk order, they don't really care about you for real. Like, there's really no point. If you only ordering 100 hoodies, then they're not gonna really care about you. Bro, they will treat you like a king, bro. They will give you free stuff out of the blue. Like, it's just so many things that they'll give you because, nigga, they need you. Like, bro, it is so hard for them just to get customers because look, like, they actually have to reach out to people to get customers. For China, people just come in for real. But look, they treat you, they appreciate you a lot, bro. Especially if you're respectful to them and if you just really cooperate, like, really good, they appreciate you and they will give you free things and they will give you deals and just so much. China on the hand, hell nah, they don't care. Because it's too much, because it's just Alibaba, bro. If they didn't have Alibaba, then that wouldn't be the case. But Alibaba is carrying to China right now. That's why they don't really care. It's not really their fault. I don't blame them. Why would they deal with this customer and they only get 100 hoodies? Why should they care so much? Especially if they're getting so much traffic. It just doesn't make sense. But yeah, gotcha, yeah. But that's the first one. It just doesn't make any sense. Now we can go on to the next one for real. That correlates to this one. I just have a bunch of steps. This is my favorite in my opinion. It's hard to find a China manufacturer that actually has a good response time because some of these China, like the one I was working with, the response time was so ass and it was just bad communication in the whole. And then another thing, you can only text them at night. So like, especially I got school, I'm in high school. So if I got school, right, and I have to text them at like 9, 10, they don't respond until like 11, and I'm going back and forth from telling all the details, I'm not gonna sleep 12 to 1 o'clock every day, and that's bad. I'm not gonna lie, that's bad for my sleep schedule and all of that. But on a Pakistan, my boy, you can hit them at 4 o'clock. Nigga, the latest they'll talk to you is probably like 9, but you can hit them up throughout the whole day because they kind of on the same track as us in a way. It depends where you live though. I live on the east, so their response time is elite, bro. You can text them while you at school. It's just way better. Like, I don't have to wait every night to get to when I have to tell them something and so they could respond at like 9, 10 o'clock. And plus, and then the China manufacturers, they be responding to you at like 4 o'clock in the morning sometimes, and you have to wake up, see the message. Then you don't get to talk to them back then until later on tonight. And that's just for me. That was my experience because the communication was so fucking bad, bro. I worked with 2 China manufacturers before for my hoodies and my beanies, and it was just bad communication the whole because they didn't really care. care because it wasn't a huge bulk order, and they don't really care because I'm just another customer that just was scrolling on Alibaba, so they don't really care. The communication from China and Pakistan, that definitely goes to Pakistan. That definitely goes to Pakistan, because Pakistan, they will hook you up and they got you with the response time. They are really elite. They're really elite. But now, I'm about to put you on to customer service, right? As I was saying with they really appreciate you, bro. Pakistan, the one many I'm working with now, their customer service is so elite. They get down to the detail. They don't play. They don't waste your time. None of that. They ask all the questions above. They make sure everything is straight. They make sure everything is good. Like, bro, they be talking about, yo, are you positive about this? Are you positive about that? Like, are you sure? Like, they make sure. Like, is this cool? If you bring up something like, oh, they just might like say if I wanted stitching on a hoodie or not, and I didn't say that, they'd be like, oh, do you want stitching on a hoodie? China, nigga, they just take what you give you and just give it back to you. That's all they do. And that's what you're supposed to do, but at the same time, it's like, bro, especially if I'm starting out as a clothing brand, it just sucks, because it's like, you don't really know that much, and it's not their fault, but you don't really know that much as a clothing brand. It's just like, damn, like, I just gave them a sample, a text pack, and they just gave me what I got, and they didn't make sure nothing was straight or nothing was good. And that was just my experience. Like, boom, our samples on our text pack, we didn't put no stitching on the hood, and we didn't really even know if we wanted stitching or not, but we didn't put no stitching. The samples they gave us had stitching, right? They had stitching. This is just for example, but boom, like the samples we got, and we was like, okay, they're gonna come with the stitching or whatever. Actually, let me show y'all. Boom, like this you see right here. See, look, the black one, no got no stitching. The samples came like this, but when we got a bulk order, none of them had stitching. I was like, wait, what the freak? And you know what I'm saying? It's just stuff like that. Like, they don't communicate. And another thing that they didn't communicate that the black and brown ones was gonna have stitching, but all the blue ones had stitching. That didn't make no sense. It's just little things like that. It's just like, what the freak? But yeah, stuff like that. That's like one of the things about like China manufacturer. They just really don't be like, they don't really care that much, because like they get a lot of customers anyway. Now we about to go on to quality and who makes better quality. I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to quality, it's really hit or miss for both. Quality is still elite. The only let me backtrack about China. Bro, we told them that we wanted 100% cotton hoodies, right? Bro, they just gave us a preset. They just gave us this is like polyester with a little bit of cotton in it. But that's what they gave us. They just gave us. They didn't tell us nothing. That's all we just got. And we thought that was fully cotton. But then when we were working with Pakistani manufacturers, they actually gave us cotton hoodies. And we were like, oh, see, like, that's the thing. Like, sometimes when you ask for stuff from China manufacturers, they don't really give it to you. It's like weird. Like, they don't really care. Well, this is just my experience. Okay, remember that. Okay, back onto the quality. The quality of the piece. Boom. It just depends. It just varies. Like, if you want for the hoodies, these are like both Pakistan and China, they did their thing. It's both. I would say China's quality is a little bit better though, but I still prefer the Pakistan, because it's just, I don't know. It's like China's quality is better, yes, but for the amount of bullshit that you deal with them, I feel like Pakistan is just better in a whole. But Pakistan quality is still valid. Don't get me wrong. The quality is amazing. It is immaculate. It's everything you want. It's fire. Don't get me wrong. But it's just, these are just a little bit better. Just a little bit better puff print and just stuff like that. Just more durable. That's all I gotta say. It's not really a high. It's like, it just depends what you vary to. Like, boom, if you're gonna be working with any type of accessories, I think you should go to China. Do not go to Pakistan for any type of accessories. Like, if you're trying to work with glasses, even like hats in general, hats, go to China. Do go to China. Do not go to Pakistan for no trucker hats. For beanies, you could go to Pakistan, but for trucker hats, I think you should go to China. Or any type of glasses, rings, type of accessories, go to China. Do not go to Pakistan for that. That's where China really kicks in. That's where the quality kick in, because they got all of that. Pakistan, you should just go there for clothing. But boom, next one. We could talk about the turnover time. Okay, Pakistan turnover time, it really varies, but like it's like, especially if you're working with a Pakistan and their team isn't that big. Like, bro, China, all their teams, they're always big. They always got big teams. So it's just like, you know, they're always got big teams. So like they could do everything. For example, like China's team is so big. Like, say if you send them, if any of y'all know what a vector pack is, if y'all want me to show y'all what a vector pack. But if you're working with a Pakistan manufacturer, you need a vector pack. You need one desperately. Like, boom, if you're working with China, I'll show y'all examples of a vector pack. It's using Adobe and just making an image as clear. It's like as clear as possible so they can get every single detail down. But boom, you can literally send the image to the China and they'll get it done for you. But if you send the image to Pakistan, they're gonna ask for a vector pack, because it's like image is a little blurry, but a vector pack is all clean and straight. But no, in the China, they'll do the vector pack just for you because they got somebody to do it. That's how big their team is. Anyway, editing Eddie in the building. But look, By the way, what I said was low-key false. I ain't gonna lie. I started working with another Pakistan manufacturer, and they don't require no vector pack. You could just send them a PNG of all the images. So yeah, you don't need to send them a vector pack. I'm pretty sure majority Pakistan, they're gonna be like, yo, I need a vector pack, but I found one. You don't need one, my boy. You don't need one. You don't need one for all of them. So yeah, that's one of the things. Also, I'm gonna make a video on how to find a goated perfect manufacturer for your clothing brand, so make sure you stay tuned for that too. When you're working, that's how big their team is. And another thing, bro, their team is so big that their turnover time is amazing, bro. China, bro, they be saying like, oh, it takes 2 to 5 weeks to get, it takes the 2.5 weeks for your hoodies to get done. Bro, they could get it done within a day. That's how crazy China, like, bro, they could get it done within a day, bro. They just got so many orders that they have to put yours at the end of the 2 weeks to get it done. That's how they operate. That's what they did with us. And we were so confused because we were asking for an update the whole time. Bro, it wasn't even like they just like hold us off until like the last day and just got it all done within a day. That's how they operate. But with Pakistan, they do everything. Like throughout the whole process. That's why it's like better communication, just updates throughout the way. But China, there's no updates, and then boom, your shit just done. And that's kind of how it is in a way. It depends what you're working with too. If you're doing hoodies, that's how it was for us. I'm just basing this off of my experience. So yeah, but yeah, Pakistan, the communication is 10 times better. There's updates throughout the process because it's like a smaller team, everything just smaller and compact. But these niggas, they'll get your shit done within 2 seconds. 2 seconds. So all that, it takes 2.5 weeks. No, it does not. It don't matter what they working with. They can get it done within within 5 days, bro. Within 5 days. Yes, they could get it done that quick. Like, that's how big their teams be. They be having whole facilities, bro. Nigga, in Pakistan, they be having a little tiny warehouse with like 10 people max. They be having like 50 people in China. I kind of like went all over the place because I didn't really put it in sections, kind of, but yeah, you kind of get the gist. But we could definitely talk about like breakdown communication in a way, as I was just explaining there. Communication, as I said, like they give you like Pakistan give you updates throughout the process, and then for China, it's kind of like that, but not really in a way. It's like they could get it all done very fast, so it's just like you're waiting your turn until your final day comes in a way. Especially if they're backed up on orders. If they're backed up on orders, that's what happened to us because a whole bunch of bullshit happened to their thing, and it was COVID and just a lot of things like that. Boom. And let's get it on how they really appreciate you and treat you. I'm gonna go back to that. I'm actually backtrack to that. So boom, this is how they appreciate you and treat you. So boom, another thing, how they treat you and appreciate you. I'm just give you the way they package our shit, bro. Pakistan, bro, they packed our shit perfectly the way we wanted to. China, they just folded the hoodies like this, put it in a slip, and just gave it to us. And so we had to take out each hoodie, fold it up ourselves, and pack it up so it can actually fit in a poly mailer, bro. But no, Pakistan, everything's good to go, nice and I'll show you for example. Alright, look, for example, this is a Pakistan one. This is a Pakistan. You see, like, they got the our hang tag right here with the sizing, and it's packaged nice, slim, tight, that can go easy into a poly mailer. This is how they gave us our shit in China. Look at this. Just a fat ass bag with the thing folded one side. I promise you, everyone, and it became even worse. The back side was showing. It wasn't even like, bro, it was just like this in this big ass bag. Like, bro, we had to take each and every one out and then fold it back up. That's another example. Like, they don't really care. Like, they don't really care that much. But yeah, don't get me wrong, they're both elite. It depends what you're working with. But it's just things like that are just, in my opinion, for throughout my whole clothing brand months or whatever, I feel like Pakistan is better in my opinion. That's what I'm working with now. Pakistan manufacturers are so elite, especially if you're working with hoodies, t-shirts, shorts, things of that nature. They're really, really elite and really could get it going for you. But if you're working with like hats or something like that, or like trucker hats or like accessories, go to China because China's just stacked up like that. But I really think it's really just with China manufacturers, it depends how long you've been working with them. But if you're just starting out as a clothing brand, I think you should really try to find a thorough Pakistan manufacturer. Oh, and another thing, this is an extra. This is a plus on the list. Yo, the only problem with like Pakistan, like everybody says Pakistans are better, right? But they're so hard to find. You know how easy, like when something's like trash and dirt. Oh yeah, it's easy to find. Like China, like they're not trash, but like you know what I mean. When something's not as valuable, they're easier to find. But with Pakistan manufacturers, like a valid Pakistan manufacturer that is not trying to scam you, bro, that's hard to find. That is very, very hard to find. You got to do your research. You got to constantly keep looking, keep asking. Like, it's really hard. You might as well pay for a list. But yeah, I didn't pay for a list to find our manufacturer. But You just gotta keep going and keep there. I can make a video on how to find a manufacturer too. It's really simple. But you gotta keep going and try to find a thorough one. China, it's just like you can just go on Alibaba and it's really easy. That's why a lot of people work with China manufacturers, because it's easy to find. Pakistan, you gotta search them on Instagram. It's just so much BS. But with China, you can just go on Alibaba, go find a cool little China manufacturer, and you're good to go. That's why I suggest, if you're first starting out with a clothing brand, I think you should go to China. But if you're in it, like if you're just starting out with your clothing brand, you should definitely go to China, just so you don't get scammed or don't get none of that. You should go with China, and then later on down the road, you should try to switch to Pakistan, because Pakistan is just elite, very elite. They care about you a lot, like a lot. And then when you get that down, like they care for you a lot. Another thing, a bonus, the very much bonus on that, it's way easier to get scammed through Pakistan manufacturers. It's so easy to get scammed because you're using apps like, you're not using Alibaba services to pay. You're actually using payment apps like PayPal, stuff like that. So it's easier to get scammed. With Alibaba, you can always get a refund. You can get a refund with your thing. If they don't send it out, you can get a refund. But with Pakistan, you cannot get a refund. You send them their money, buddy, you're done. I can show y'all how to not get scammed by a manufacturer too. It's really simple. It's really easy. But yeah, that's another thing. It's what Alibaba and China manufacturers there. You're not gonna get scammed. You're gonna be perfectly fine. Just don't be dumb either. Like, don't hand them 10K. Like, you're not gonna get scammed, but you could definitely get your money back. But with Pakistan's, buddy, you're done. You send them that money and they don't execute, you're done. You're done. So I did not do an outro, but yeah, I appreciate y'all for a lot. And plus, one of my videos just went crazy, by the way, so it's a lot to know y'all. But yeah, thank y'all a lot. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like the vid. Make sure you go subscribe. We going crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm running shit up. But yeah, yeah, I want to hit 100 subscribers real soon. So yeah, can y'all subscribe? Thanks, twin. Thank you. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. And make sure you go check out the brand too. Brand link in description. My IG link in description. My TikTok, all that good stuff. So make sure you go check that out, my boy. I'm finna catch y'all boys later. I bet. Now we gone.